Hi everyone! I'm in the worst mood. So guess what just happened? I filmed this video 2 times in a row. The first time the camera was facing the wrong way because I guess I pressed the button before I hit record. And then the second time I got a phone call and didn't realize. So this is the third time. This is the third time we are filming this video. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some advice that you asked me to give, and I did a little poll on my Instagram asking what you guys needed advice with, what you guys were struggling with, and I really hope that this helps you all. So let's just hop right into it. Number 1, how to make friends. I would say just be nice, patient, caring. If they really like you, they will come to you and it'll be awesome. How do I get a girlfriend? Do the little things. Gestures are most important. Like, call them pretty, call them sweet. Whenever they're sad, talk to them, and eventually one day they're probably going to come to you and realize, hey, this person really cares about me a lot, and that's the type of person I want to be with. And if they don't, you know what? At least you have a really good relationship with them now, and they know that you're someone they can count on, and maybe something will happen someday. Don't stress yourself out too much about it if you don't have a girlfriend. When you think about it, there are probably 5 people in your grade who are dating someone. Like, there's really not a lot of dating going on. How to ignore haters / not respond to them. I struggle with this a lot. If you see a comment or a post or if someone says something mean, just take a few minutes before you think of how you want to respond. If it's something serious, obviously, like, you want to respond to it, but try your hardest not even to respond to it at all. Definitely take a few minutes out. Think about it before you go in, start getting upset, talk to your friends and family about it. Like, I'll call my mom and be like, so-and-so just said this about me and it's really pissing me off. And she'll just be like, well, screw them. Like, especially, like, if you have those types of friends or those family members who will make you laugh about it, definitely go and reach out to them because they will help you through it. They will help you realize this isn't a me issue, it's a them issue. How to come out. I actually got this question 3 times, and it was how to come out to family, how to come out in general, and how to come out to my 2 best friends. Either way, just tell them exactly how you feel, and just tell them how important their acceptance and support is to you. It's kind of like you're looking at, like, a little poor puppy dog, right? Like, someone who's very vulnerable. You're not just gonna kick them in the face. Even if you don't believe in how they're feeling, you're obviously going to be accepting of them. So just know that no matter what, there will always be some compassion in their hearts for you, whether they get upset at the beginning. Obviously, it can be really shocking because everyone just assumes everyone is born straight. It can be really shocking to people when you come out. So sometimes you do need to give a little space, but at the end of the day, the people that you need to keep in your life are the people who accept and support you and love you unconditionally. Good study habits. No phones. Definitely keep track of what you're doing. Do not go off and go on Netflix or YouTube, and definitely listen to music, because if you have outside distractions, it can be the actual worst thing ever. So just make sure that you are eliminating all distractions. Don't just study in your bed or something. Study somewhere that you feel like you can focus. For me, it's my kitchen table. I will finish an essay in 30 minutes. That would take me 2 hours to write if I were in my bed. A relationship where your boyfriend talks to a lot of other girls. This can be really hard, but I would just address him and be like, hey, I still trust you, don't worry. It just kind of bugs me that my boyfriend's talking to all these other girls. I think it would bug any girlfriend if their boyfriend had all these friends that were female, and I would just like to know that I can trust you with this, and, I hope that you can understand and maybe cut back a little or hang out with your guy friends more, because it really bugs me. And if they get all defensive, cut them off, snip, snip, bitch, cut them off if they are not understanding of that, because then they're just kind of inconsiderate, because I feel like it's a very understandable thing to be like, yeah, I don't like when you talk to other girls because I'm your girlfriend. Obviously that's gonna bug them. They should just be understanding of it, and unless it's they have one friend that's a girl that they've been friends with forever, obviously nothing's going on, and if something does go on, then you can just break up with them, and that'll be that. But I would say just put in as much trust as you can and address it as calmly and nicely as possible, but definitely don't just ignore it, because if it's really bugging you, you need to vent about everything that's going on in your relationship, or else your relationship can never grow, and then you won't feel emotionally comfortable with each other, and that's just a shitty feeling. How to stay happy if I'm getting bullied. I would say just realize that people are bullying you for a reason, and that reason is not necessarily because you're doing something wrong. That reason most of the time is just because they have nothing better to talk about. And I know a lot of people, if they're talking to like popular people, the only thing they really know that they have in common with them is that they love to hear gossip. Everyone, no matter what kind of person you are, you all love the tea. Like, everyone loves to hear it, but no one likes to be talked about. Like, I'm sure that the people bullying you have had their days where they're sitting in the bathroom crying, or where they're eating lunch alone, or getting dismissed from school because they just can't handle it anymore. Everyone has been bullied, and all I can say is just understand where they're coming from and understand that is nothing wrong with you. How to remain calm when someone is really pissing me off. So if someone's being really obnoxious, I'm not really great. I will snap at people, but the thing that I think everyone should learn to do is how to just kind of remove yourself from the situation calmly. Say, oh, my mom's calling, I have to go. Or, oh, like, I really gotta get going, like, or just try to do anything you can to pull yourself out of the situation, because the second you pull yourself out of it, the second everything will be like a trillion times better. So definitely work hard to pull yourself out of it. I mean, even when you're grown up, like, you're gonna be at work and you might get really aggravated with your boss, or you might get really aggravated with your coworkers, and the best thing that you'll probably be able to do, you can't just leave work. So if you can't just remove yourself from the situation, I would say go to a quiet place like the bathroom or something and just take a few deep breaths, let go, and just say, whatever, it's almost over. Because chances are it's almost over for the day, for the hour before lunch break, something. Just remember that everything comes to an end. How do I get ahead in online school? So for all of you who don't know, I do online school. I'm pretty sure I mention it in every single one of my videos. But to get ahead, when you're just feeling like you're in a really strong momentum of doing a lot of essays and schoolwork, just complete as much work as you can and take advantage of when you're feeling like you're doing really well in school. And then you can get a couple days ahead of work just by being like, I banged out this essay, now I'm gonna go do this, 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 and this. And if you just zip through it, as long as you are still making sure to take notes, you can get ahead. But also, don't worry about getting ahead, because especially for online school students, you could turn something in a week late and it won't take off points. So sometimes it is better. It's good to know the difference between whether you should just not worry about it or whether you should zip through it. Just know that as long as you get it done right, that's all that matters. But if you really want to get ahead, just try and take advantage of when you're feeling like you're banging out as much schoolwork as you can. I don't know if that made sense, but how to deal with drama and fake friends. If your friends are talking behind your back, just cut them off. Like, nobody deserves to be talked about and to feel unloved, especially by people that you feel that are or were close to you. So I would say just cut them off. To deal with drama, just know most of the time it's just how people are and it has nothing to do with you. People are just rude. And that's the tea. If you like someone and they like you but you have major trust issues, can you give me some advice? I've had a lot of trust issues, but what I would say to do is, especially if you're just talking and you're starting to realize that you like each other, I would say don't bring up that you have trust issues unless they do something that makes you not trust them. And if they do something, whether to you it's big or small, just tell them, hey, I have really bad trust issues, so if I'm really sensitive to this stuff, I'm sorry, but it did bug me when you did blank. But other than that, don't give them a reason to be weirded out by you. Don't, like, unless they give you a reason not to trust them, just be kind, be nice, and just kind of ignore it. If they do something little that kind of bugs you, you can always talk to your friends and family about it, or you can even just like sit there and write about it, because I know writing out my feelings helps a lot, and then I get over them and I realize how stupid it's being. And chances are, if it's something that's really not to worry about, if you talk to your friends about it first, they'll be like, it's really small, like, you do not have to worry about it at all. How do you 100% know you like someone? How do you know it's just not some dumb phase? Well, I feel like if you really like someone, it'll be because you're not looking for a boyfriend. If you are actively just constantly searching for a boyfriend, chances are the first person you like isn't going to be the person you actually like. You should just be really nice around them, and if they make you feel butterflies and if they make you feel really good about yourself and make you feel special, then obviously it's meant to be. But it's also a watched pot never boils, so if you are constantly looking for something, chances are you aren't going to get it until you stop asking. How can I love myself more? So obviously, self-love is very difficult for all of us to achieve. We all want to feel good about ourselves, but it's not always so easy, especially in the culture that we're growing up in today. I would say just compliment yourself throughout the day. Compliment yourself on finishing a test early, or compliment yourself on how you look today, or something you like about your outfit. Just constantly compliment yourself on the smallest things throughout your day, and soon it'll build up and you will learn to constantly just be like, hey, I look good today, and not feel bad about saying it and not feel like you're lying to yourself. Just be genuine and give yourself genuine little compliments throughout your day. How to get better grades in school. So back to studying habits, definitely follow all of those. Like I said, no going on your phone, don't get distracted and open up random tabs, don't go on social media, listen to music, like definitely those things, but also go to your teachers and ask them if you're really struggling, or even if you have like a B or something and you want to be an A student, just say, are there any extra resources I can look at that will help me? Because chances are your teachers will be willing to give you extra resources and extra help, because if they see that you are trying really hard and you are determined and you have a drive, they will want you to succeed as much as you want yourself to succeed, if that makes sense. So definitely just constantly ask your teachers what you can be doing better, what you can work on. Is there any extra things that you can do? Even if you have an A and you just feel like you're still not understanding it, you're just kind of like winging it on the tests, just be like, I need extra work. Chances are, if you really understand it, you might not even have to do the extra work. Like, and you don't even have to turn it in, but you can just review it and like know exactly the little things that will help you understand everything and understand the big picture. How to stop listening to people's bullshit. Yeah, that can be hard. I just say, don't listen to it. If people are venting to you about something that's a sensitive topic, if people are just, like, talking too much, just say, hey, I need a break from this. And they can't really get offended, because chances are, if you were doing the same to them, they would want a break too. I don't really know what to say for that one, so I hope that that is useful to you. Struggles with sexuality. I've struggled with it. I think a lot of people in their life have struggled with it. The best thing that I can tell you to do is to just kind of like not put a label on yourself. Don't feel the pressure to put a label on yourself until you really, really know exactly what you like and what you don't like. For now, you can just be queer, or you can even just say, I'm just figuring it all out. Like, you do not have to put a label on yourself, especially at this age, like being teenagers. We don't really know what we like and what we don't like yet. So just don't feel pressure to put labels on yourself, and one day it's gonna come to you and it's gonna feel awesome when it does. What do I do if I like someone, but they're in something at the time, but they're obviously trying to get out of it? If someone's in a relationship, definitely keep your distance, but just be a little background presence of kindness, caring, patience, support. Just constantly do that. Don't ever try and get with someone right after they get out of a relationship, because then you'll just be the rebound and it's just a crappy feeling. And I'm sure I've done that to people because I was just like depressed and I was like, I want to be in a relationship, and I'm sure other people have done that to me, and it's just not a good place to be in. So just definitely keep your distance and let them come to you. My friends all call me fat. They think it's a joke, but it actually hurts me. I would say just address it in the nicest way possible. Be like, hey guys, I know we joke around a lot. I know we're all best friends, but it really bugs me when you do this, and I would really like if you would just kind of stop doing it. And chances are they'll be really understanding, especially if they're your close friends. They will understand where you're coming from, and they'll do everything to kind of like restrict themselves. If they slip up every once in a while, I'm sure it's not on purpose to get to you, because if they know what gets to you and they purposely do it, then cut them off. But if they know what gets to you and they try to walk around it and be as nice as they can and understand that you're still their friend, then they're obviously a good friend to have around, and they're really understanding. Chances are they will be, even if you're the kinds of friends that joke around all the time. Obviously there are going to be some limits every once in a while, so they'll totally understand. How to stop caring about what people think of you. For me, I'm still not even there yet, but I would say just do things that you wouldn't usually do. Like, run through the hallways, talk with your friends in the hall, like, yell in the bathroom, like, just do crazy fun things that you feel good about while you're doing them, and just kind of stop looking at the people around you and start looking inwards to yourself and say, would this make me laugh? Would this make me happy? If no one else were in the world right now, would I have fun doing this? Just kind of think of that before you do everything, and hopefully that will help you. Also, if you are looking at your appearance and you're like, so-and-so is going to make fun of it if I do this, or like everyone's going to make fun of it if I wear this kind of makeup, or if I dress this way, then you just need to start telling yourself, I don't care. Just constantly repeat yourself. If you start telling yourself in your head that someone's going to judge you for something, just say, I don't care. Let them do what they want. Even if you don't truly believe that you don't care about what other people think of you, just training your brain to think that way can definitely help you a lot. How do you make a relationship work out well and not seem forced? So this is the last question, so I'm going to try and answer it well. To make a relationship work, whether it is a friendship or a couple's relationship, it isn't really specified. I would say just take the social cues, take the social hints. I'm really bad at this, but definitely work on learning. If someone cancels plans with you a million times, chances are they just aren't really interested. And that's not even like it's your problem. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you as a person, because that means there are just other people out there for you who will appreciate you even more. Make sure that if you're in a relationship that feels forced, that you get out of it, and make sure that you are in a relationship where you feel appreciated for who you are. That was my 3rd time filming this video, so I've answered these questions 3 times now. But thank you all for watching. I hope that this really helped you. If you made it all the way to the end, comment cupcake down below, because I'm hungry, and I've said this at the end of all 3 videos I've recorded, and I'm still hungry. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Do it till it's last. Hanging on too bad, all of me.